Hello guys, welcome again. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Finally, Bitcoin is actually is testing a key level today, and I'm very excited actually because uh, I was waiting for this setup, and well, let's see what is going on right now in the price action. Let me see here. So first of all, let's talk about why this level is very important. The reason is because the MA 100 weekly chart is here, and as you can see here, we have this area of support. Sorry, let me fix it here. Yes, okay. Here we have this area of confluence, as you can see here. And of course, I am not expecting Bitcoin will bounce right now exactly here, but this area is extremely important. If Bitcoin actually close the weekly chart below here, we can expect actually a major crash all the way down to $65,000. So honestly, I don't think so. I don't think that is going to happen, at least not now. Historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin is testing the MA100, you can expect some bounces, at least a bounce here in the following weeks. Usually, based on my experience, right, after trading Bitcoin, specifically trading for a long time, when you see the one this MA tested, you can expect maybe some sideways here, and after that, potentially a bounce. It will be very interesting if actually we see a break right now. I don't think so. I think that is not going to happen. But well, something I wanna just clarify here is if you are gonna try this, it's risky. At least in my opinion, it's worth it. Yes, it's worth it in my case. But if you don't have good risk management, don't do that, please, because you need to actually have a very good risk management here. Now, let me show you here. What happened here in 1 day chart. In 1 day chart, as you can see here, we don't have volatile variance. We don't have anything. We don't have any signals or reversals. ADDX is very positive here. As you can see here, even curve actually is even crashing even worse. So we don't have any evidence like this thing is gonna pump. Not yet, actually. Right now, if we follow actually LOA theory right now, in weekly chart, something I'm expecting right now here in weekly chart. Sorry, let me fix this. This could be the way number A of a massive correction we are gonna have next year, this year, also next year. Way A, B, and C, where we can actually expect C could be around 50k or 40k. But as I said before, this is way number A. Actually, as you can see here, we have the volume profile. The volume profile, we can use the volume profile as a reference. The way number B could be around here, $95,000 around here. And way number C could be around 50k or even lower, around 40k. But that is something actually I'm expecting right now. Now, I was watching, well, some guy sent me a video of Alessio. This guy actually is a very good trader. And it's the only one actually I kind of respect, because most of the YouTubers I see, they are, well, different. He was saying very interesting, like every time because he was calling a death cross, he's following this classic way of trading, like death cross, golden cross. In my case, I don't do that. I mean, for me, just is bullshit, honestly. Sorry. For me, it's not actually worth it, because usually golden cross and death cross, they are very good when the market is trending. Right now, if we add the exponential moving average 21, let me show you here the May 21 to the chart. Here, the May 21. It's 21. I cannot remember which one he's using, but the thing is, like, he is calling for actually a death cross in his system, something like this. Yes, it's about to happen here with MA21 in weekly chart. But the point here, every time when you see death cross and golden cross, usually they are fake outs. Now, in this case, I have to say, yes, I agree with him about something. He said every time when you see the market crashing here like this and you see a death cross, the next bounce, we will see in the following months is going to define if actually that move was real. So right now here, technically speaking, following my seasonal trading, Bitcoin is actually getting ready, is entering the bear market. Not because the price action is still to the upside. Using normal technical analysis, as long as Bitcoin is above $75, $76, $77,000 around here, everything should be fine. You don't want to see a new low, like something like this, right? Making a new low and after that bounce. That is something we don't want to see. We want to see Bitcoin doing this, right? But the problem with this is, well, in my case, my seasonal trading is based on volume. I am using volume as a leading indicator. So that's why my leading indicator, volume, OBV, on volume balance, is telling me this is actually the market top here, and also this is in the beginning of the bear market. Why? Because, well, historically speaking, we don't have any phase signal here. We don't have phase signals, yeah. So every time without fake signals, every time when Bitcoin actually OBV in volume broke the zero line here in weekly chart, after that Bitcoin crashed around 60-70%. So 1, 2, 3, we have 3 examples without any fake outs. Actually, Bitcoin it could be well, with this signal, right? Now let's talk about the monthly. The monthly is actually very interesting here. The monthly, of course, is a screaming a reversal. It's a screaming reversal, ADX negative here. Finally, when we see the ADX negative with sell signal here, the game is over. Every time when we have this signal here, we can expect at least 70% crash, okay? So that's why be careful here. Of course, I'm gonna open long positions. Actually, right now I open a long position, risky position, okay? But in my case, is because always I am using risk management. Now I want to show you something. What happened with my last trade, with my trade yesterday? Because I published actually. Let me share my screen. One second. One moment. Good. All good. Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna show you a new feature. For many years, people were asking me about this in my community. Finally, I did it. I'm gonna show you something, okay? Well, I hope you like it. If you want to know the full process of my trading system, this is actually one of the best ways you can learn. Actually, let me share my screen here. As you can see here, we have a trade journal. You can go to my website, and I have public trades. For example, Leonidas Crypto k.com/journal, and you can change the status. This is closed because I closed this one. But if you open this one, you will be able to see something very interesting. One moment. One second. And as you can see here, this is the setup before, and this is the result after, okay? So if we open before, you can see my entry, my stop loss, my take profit here. In this case, I didn't set any take profit, my position size, and my leverage, and also the chart here. But also I can play here. Here Bitcoin is testing again resistance, same as before. So here, for example, another example, Bitcoin is actually trending, as you can see. So the direction is to the downside. And technical reasons is very simple, because we don't have volume to support this move. As you can see, the VX actually is getting negative here. We have actually a potential sell signal here in 1 hour chart, and also the volume is below the zero line. So my setup is very simple. Here around this area, 1.5 stop loss, and also a continuation, but at least the previous low around here. As you see, you can see here, there's a reward ratio is 2.62. It's actually very good. So that's why I am looking for at least this level, or actually $86,000 around here. Now this is the before, right? Now what happened today? Finally, we can see the result, right? and the exit price was 87,900. The PNL was $500, and the percentage was around 4.72. Let me show you here. Here we can just. This is the video of with the conclusion of the video explanation of this the execution. One moment, let me open it again. As you can see here, this is the result of my technical analysis. This technical analysis was posted maybe 12 hours ago. And as you can see here, Bitcoin actually hit my target. Right now, Bitcoin is at $87,000. Yeah, I was looking for actually an extension, maybe potential 85, but that's all. This is actually the result. I'm very happy with the result, around 5%. Of course, I took profits here. And as you can see here, well, I'm very happy. I hope this is actually useful for you. Thank you. Okay, so let me go back to, well, this is actually a nice feature actually. As you can see here, I need to clarify here, this is actually some trades will be public, for example here, but actually in my private community, this is gonna be a premium feature. It's gonna be a part. It's gonna be different because I got many requests in the past, like, hey, you should actually create kind of like no signals provider. This is more educational. I can just post all my executions, all the process before and after, and you get a notification on Discord, and actually you can see the setup, risk and reward, stop loss, and everything before and the results, right? So actually, I think it's very good. I will keep posting here. Some of them will be public, some of them will be private. I will give you more details. Also, you want to share, you can share here. This is the share button. Also, you can comment here. You can go here, and if you like it, you can actually add some comments here. Please do that. It will be nice. Okay, guys, let me continue with the technical analysis here. Okay, so now let's continue with Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin in monthly here is actually looks like of course I am looking for a potential bounce here around here of kind of support, but overall the long term I am looking for 60k 65k in the long term. Now let's talk about exactly right now what is going on in 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart there is nothing. As you can see, Bitcoin bounce here. We got this bounce here, very small bounce in 1-hour chart. And after as you can actually saw in my video, I explained the reasons why I was in short. Right now volume is totally destroyed in 4-hour chart. So there is no Bollinger Divergence here. We have invalidation here. And 1-hour chart, let me show you here. We have actually a Bollinger Divergence right now forming. So I am expecting a bounce here. Yes, this weekend I am looking for a bounce. Yeah, potentially again another test to the MI55, maybe around this. Right now today is a 90k. So you please go to my website, go to the public trades, and you can watch all the process, and you can apply the same principles. Okay, that is actually the goal of my journal. As I said before, some of them they will be public, some of them they will be private, only for private members. I will share more details, but I think if you are learning this and you want to do this seriously, I think it's a very powerful tool because you will see all the process, right? Stop loss, risk and reward ratio, and the technical reasons why I am taking that position, right? Okay, so as you can see here, we have a Bollinger Divergence here forming in OBB. Of course, we need the ADX to be the slope to be negative here. Yes, in the moment when we see that, potentially we could see a bounce. Okay, but now actually in my case, as I said before, it's risky. It's risky here because there is no sign. There is nothing to say actually Bitcoin is gonna bounce from here. The only thing we have right now is the weekly chart. Now, if we go here to the bi-weekly chart, we have 1, 2, 3, a better divergence right now here in this time frame. So something I can tell you is there is a very, very, very high chance Bitcoin actually found the bottom finally after almost 3 years. In average, we can expect maybe 70% crash. But there is one thing. It's the first time in the history of Bitcoin we have multiple better divergences, not just only in weekly chart or bi-weekly chart. We have also in the monthly, and also not just only that, we have in bi-monthly here, every 2 months chart. We have also a better divergence with ADX negative here, where the target is gonna be potentially the MA55 in bi-monthly. So right now it's at $40,000. But something that actually is very concerning right now for me is, well, we have 3-month chart. We have massive better divergence where the MA55 is at 25K. So just I'm saying you should be open for the possibilities, like potentially, because if all of the better divergence we have right now here, they are actually real, we could get an overextended bear market in 2026, not just only 2026, it could be also 2027 and part of 2028. So that's why we have to be patient. And as I said before, this is the best timing to learn about trading. You want to learn about trading, please be patient and don't go away from the market right now, because this is the most important moment to learn. Bull markets are useless. You want to learn about trading because it's quite easy. Just you buy and hold for the best, right? No, in bear markets is when actually you have to apply all the principles. You will be tested and your emotions will be tested. That is the most important factor. Yeah. Bull markets will give you the feeling like you are expert and you are so good and you can do whatever, right? Bear markets actually will put it to the test. Okay. So that's why careful. Bear markets are the best. They are the best moment to learn about trading. I'm talking about something serious, right? You are a gambler? No, please just buy the dip and wait for the best. Okay, now let's continue with USDT dominance. USDT dominance, as I said before, a breakout, right? This is actually getting ready for a breakout. So ADX positive here. The buy signal here is actually very strong here, and volume is extremely good actually. Of course, I am looking for maybe a pullback in one day chart, but actually this is looking like continuation. This is looking like continuation. As you can see, OPB volume is making a new all-time highs here. Even let me see the volume. Oh my God, this is, oh wow, this is almost the same level as 2021. This is reversal, my friend. This is reversal. This is reversal. It's a sell-off technically for Bitcoin. Of course, I'm expecting a bounce, but that bounce is going to be a sell opportunity as well. Now let's continue with Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance in weekly chart. Remember what I said to you. Hey, this is actually an uptrend. This is an uptrend. Volume is very healthy. No all season. Okay. No all season. Please, I'm going to start posting every day, the next 3 months, every day in a new list in my YouTube channel. Kind of course, but basic. It's very basic, but about all the things you shouldn't do if you are learning about trading. One of them is don't follow news, please. Don't. Seriously, don't. The narrative here is like also all season. No, you need to understand, especially crypto, people are extremely emotional, right? And lazy. They don't want to do the hard work. Yeah, they want to become rich tomorrow. That is the dream, right? So yeah, like buying the lottery. That is the mindset of 95% of people. So that's why they will lose eventually everything. Maybe some of them, then actually they buy Shiba Inu and they will be millionaires maybe the next day. But they don't have the mindset to keep that money, so they will just get wrecked after maybe 6 months. So that's why you need to build a mindset here. And I will share all from all the videos I'm sharing there. I will start sharing. Actually, I started yesterday. Is gonna be useful for you in preparation for this bear market. Okay, all the things you shouldn't do, at least in my opinion. You can do whatever you want, right? But this is, I will share you actually what is working for me. As you can see here, we have the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the upside. Of course, we have resistance here. This is resistance here, right? Technically speaking, we can see a drop here. We could see a drop here, a pullback, yes. But this pullback is beneficial for altcoins only if Bitcoin is bullish. Only when Bitcoin is bullish. If Bitcoin is crashing and you see the Bitcoin dominance crashing, it doesn't matter. All the altcoins will just even crash, even worse. because there is no volume. Bitcoin dominance is actually crashing, and Bitcoin is crashing. You want to see a very good alt season. First of all, you have to see Bitcoin about to break the previous high, historical high. Second thing, you must see Bitcoin dominance very high, testing resistance like right now, right? And plus, you have to see Bitcoin, well, in general, up bullish. Let me show you here. In here, every time, historically speaking, when you see Bitcoin breaking the previous high, is when we had or actually alt season, yeah. When you see, we saw this actually, for example, here, Bitcoin actually crashed all the way down to 17K here, testing the previous high, is when we got actually in this area, we got actually, well, actually not just only here. Maybe, you know what? This rule maybe it doesn't apply anymore, because I remember we saw Cardano, Solana. I think maybe the market is changing a little bit more. No, I will just keep thinking. I like this idea more, or this technical analysis, when actually the bull market for alt season is when you see the Bitcoin dominance actually crashing here, and also Bitcoin just in sideways in all-time high, yeah. But when you have to see bullish Bitcoin, and remember here, Bitcoin is the king. I don't know, maybe you don't like it, but yeah, it's the king. As long as Bitcoin is the Bitcoin dominance is actually above 50%. It doesn't matter your coin. I don't care how special is your coin. 90% of the coins will just follow Bitcoin, and they will just crash, okay? Or they will just pump. At least the top 10, top 20, I think. Of course, there are some exceptions, right? For example, Zcash, because this is just FOMO, right? FOMO and pump and dump, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, many altcoins, they will just follow Bitcoin. For example, Ethereum. Remember Ethereum here, I said to you, hey, careful with Ethereum, because we got the better divergence in monthly. I said to you, right? Oh my God, but Ethereum is gonna pump and it's gonna hit $10,000. Seriously, no. I said to you, I don't care. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And here is the place when you have to take profits. Yes, you have to take profits, okay? So here we have a buy signal here, ADX negative, of course, here, yes, nice. But the fact is Ethereum is in sideways. You are trading in the monthly sideways, right? This is resistance, right? This is support, right? This is support, and potentially here we can expect another support hit, potentially, right? Potentially. But I have bad news for you. I have very bad news. We have a better divergence. In this chart since 2019 or 2017, kind of, is the first time Ethereum has a better divergence in the monthly. And not just only that, if we go to the bi-monthly chart, we have also a better divergence here from the high of 2022 and actually the high right now, and ADX negative. So this is telling me it's very simple. The game is very simple. Ethereum is actually quite not predictable, but well, the levels are very obvious. The first level is this one, 2,800, yes, and the next level is around 2,000, 1,500. Any close in the monthly below 1,500, game over, and you will see Ethereum prices like maybe in the previous cycle, like 2019, 2018, around $1,000. Okay, so that's why I know you are bullish. You want to hold forever and ever, and you want to be, no, crypto is everything, whatever. But in my case, I'm a trader, so that's why I don't care the news. I just follow the charts. Okay. Of course, I'm expecting Bitcoin will hit potentially, I don't know when, $1 million per Bitcoin. Yeah, I think so in some point, especially as long as the world is just printing money, paper money all the time. Of course, every time when Bitcoin is pumping is because the dollar is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. That is actually the principle. As long as especially America, is printing just dollars, and other countries like Japan is printing a lot of money, yes, I'm expecting Bitcoin eventually is going to keep pumping. And it's not because Bitcoin is more expensive, it's because the dollar or your currency is weaker and weaker and weaker. That's why saving money is not enough. Okay, you have to invest. It depends on the context of your country. You need to find the best way to invest. Okay, now let's continue with Solana. Solana, as I said before, Solana, one moment. Okay, Solana, as you can see here, let me show you. Solana is actually testing here the bottom of this support. As you can see here, we have the volume profile here. Any close below 125 in weekly chart is going to trigger another sell-off, looking for 100. And if 100, the last hope for Solana, breaks, game over. Solana is going to hit around, in the long term, 40, 35. Yeah. So, but level by level, and let's see. Okay. For example, many altcoins, for example, BNB. Remember what I said to you. We have a textbook sell signal, right? Textbook sell signal here. As you can see here, sell signal here, where the target, the signal was got fired around $1,000, and now the target is around 750, 600, 680, around there. From there, I am looking for a potential bounce. Yes. But as you can see here, we have in the monthly also a better divergence for BNB, where in the long term I will start looking for $500. 1 year price action, not tomorrow, right? Not tomorrow. I want to be very clear with you. Also, we have Cardano. Cardano is, as I said, this is terrible. The performance is terrible. We are gonna have the first close, monthly close below the MA55, as you can see here. So the obvious target is gonna be 0.30 cents, and a major warning, for actually a big warning for all of you Cardano holders. If there is a very high probability this time with bear market, right? With the bear market, this level is gonna just break down. So if that happens in the next cycle, the next bear market cycle, we can expect prices like 2021 prices for many altcoins. That's my point. Okay, 0.09, 0.08. You must be happy. As investor, is a new opportunity, right? So a new cycle, new opportunities. That's why bear markets, they are the best opportunities to actually enter to the market. But if you don't have a plan, you don't have a trading system, you don't know what to do, it's a time to learn right now. Okay, right now. Okay, now in my case, I open a long position at exactly, let me see, $85,700 right now. Yep. No, one moment. Let me check here. 1 second. Let me see. My position is $85,600. Right now, Bitcoin is technically 86. So I will just wait, and I will manage my risk as usual, right? Risk management is extremely important. Remember. Don't forget this. I know maybe I am annoying for you, but yeah, it's not about how much money you can make in the markets. It's how you can protect yourself. Yeah, doesn't matter your win rate. Your win rate could be super high, but your losses are super big. You will actually get wrecked. Yeah, but your win rate maybe could be very bad, maybe 25%. But when you hit. You know what I mean, right? So that is the point. Small losses and big hits. Okay, you hit very well. You actually kill the market every time when you do that. Okay, you can lose maybe 10 times, but when you win, oh my god, you win so good. That's the point. Okay, now let's continue with XRP. XRP, as you can see here, monthly is very obvious. Yeah, 1.20 in the long term. Let's see a weekly chart. Weekly chart is actually about to test MA100. Of course, remember, monthly is 1 year, 2026. What I'm expecting in the following months? In the following months for Bitcoin? Well, if everything goes well and Bitcoin behaves like before, I am expecting a big range from maybe around, I don't know, $80,000, 81 to maybe 97, 95. Something like this, right? Sideways, maybe December. We could have a bounce in December, and it's gonna give you the feeling, oh, everything was right. It was a correction. No, it's just part of it's a bounce. That's all. Weekly bounce, where maybe potentially could be like this, and after that, when again the hope, when you see the fear and greed index positive, Bitcoin is going to zero. I love it. Oh my god, bear markets are actually is my favorite phase. because it's a way for me to test myself, like actually I am improving or not. For example, we have a good example here. Yeah, Bitcoin crash to 35K, and from here, a big bounce here after 2-3 months to 50K, right? Is around 40% bounce, actually not bad, right? But what happened? 50%, 50 bucks was actually support for a while, actually, just a little bit here. We have support here, we have support here, we have support here, and also resistance. And well, kind of, well, this is failed. It was not very good actually. And after that, well, we saw the crash, and after a bounce here, testing resistance, and from here got rejected, and after that, finally a major crash in the next 6-7 months, as you can see here, 70% crash. Okay, so if Bitcoin is following, maybe it could follow this pattern, we can actually maybe kind of project what could happen, right? Imagine right now Bitcoin finally we can find. I am pretty sure we are very close to see the bottom of this crash. Not the market, just this crash, right? And potentially we could see around this area, as I said before, I think 97, maybe maximum $100,000 around here, right? 100K potentially here because the resistance is around here. And from here, another 60%, 70% crash. From here, we can expect around, well, man, I don't want to be too negative, right? But, oh, well, now you can see, right? Well, overall, the average crash, historically speaking, for Bitcoin is around 86%, and here is around 75%, I think, and 82%, and here is around 77%. So let's maybe talk about 75%, okay? Let's keep it simple. MA55, no thank you. It's a $60,000, 50%. 60%, no, around maybe around 30K, potentially 35K, if actually Bitcoin behaves like this. But we don't want to see that. I will explain in other live streams why we don't want to see that kind of crash. I want to see just maximum 50% correction. That is actually something I would like to see if we want to keep the trend intact. Okay. Now let's continue with the stock market. Let's continue with the stock market because everything is red, right? Everything is gonna crash right now. Everything is crashing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. People from the stock market, especially SP 500, they cry just only for 2% drop. Oh my god. Seriously. Welcome. Come to Bitcoin and you will see what is pain. Yeah. And here all 3%. Oh my god, the market is crashing. Oh my god, 3%. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I am too harsh, maybe. Okay. So let me show you here. We have here. Let me see. One moment. I need to. Oh, okay. We have here a potential buy opportunity here in 1-day chart. Okay, the only thing we have to see for the SP 500 is holding this area, right? If you see any close in 1-day chart below the MA55, MA100, the next target is gonna be 6,300, and in the weekly chart, of course, is looking actually like it's getting ready for a reversal. Reversal of what? No, this is an uptrend. Let me rephrase. This is getting ready for a very healthy pullback, looking for 6,000. Okay, 6,000 is my target here in the long term, where is gonna be just a pullback to buy more. Okay, the trend is your friend. That's all. Every crash, every drop, whatever, is a buy opportunity in the stock market. You don't believe me? You'll see this. Okay, you'll see this. I know we have this bubble of the AI bubble. But even the AI bubble is going to be a big buy opportunity, okay? So, okay. The markets is the only place I know people, they want to buy everything more expensive. Why? Why you want to do that? When you go to, you are waiting for the Black Friday, right? Big discounts, 70%, 80%. Yeah, you want to buy there, right? But when you see 70%, 80% discount in the markets, oh, no, please, no, I don't want it. It doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, it's about psychological trading. Okay, that's why it's very important. It's extremely important controlling your emotions. Adobe, Adobe actually is looking for, it's looking like it's about to test 300, but I'm still bullish here. We have a bullish divergence here in MobiB monthly. We have a bullish divergence here. I think we have to wait a little bit more, at least in my case. Let's talk about the Colgate. Colgate, let me see. Colgate, very good response, actually holding the support here. Very nice, I really like it. Nvidia, oh wow, this is actually interesting. This month is looking like it's about to close. Well, not really. I'm looking for 170. As long as it's not closing below 170, everything should be fine. Any close below 170, we can expect actually a major correction. Let me be more specific. A major opportunity. Okay, this is actually finally looking like is getting ready for a pullback, looking for a potential 140. And I know the news, the bubble of AI, right? Now, if you want to see a real bubble, you have to see a major crash, seriously crash, something like this, something huge like this, right? Huge crash, breaking the trend, that kind of things. Okay, now let me continue. Let me continue with maybe gold. Gold is doing well. Of course, we will see a signal here, looking for another test to 3,900. Weekly chart sell signal here, but ADX positive, volume is a pullback, only pullback. That's all, no crash, pullback. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Okay, that's all I think for the stock market. Let's talk about the currencies, because oh my god, Japan is printing what? I don't know how much, but it's a lot of money. I don't care about it. Now the news, they want to justify what this move, right? We will see a breakout, very sad, but we will see a breakout. As you can see, volume is increasing here, and also the volume, the monthly buy signal here is actually very strong. We don't have volume here, so it could be a fake out. I am hoping for that, honestly. But yeah, I think we will see 160, even more in the long term. Okay. So let's continue with the comments. Whenever people talk about death cross, they are using double MA. Oh, really? Well, I used golden cross and death cross in the beginning, like maybe 10 years ago. I don't use it anymore, because when I back tested everything, because I like to back test all my setups, the win rate is terrible. So that's why I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to waste more time and money doing that. Okay, now let's continue. Let me see. I request you to check Bitcoin USD gold. Oh my god, really? Let me see. Bitcoin USD gold. I never. Oh wow! Is this one? This one? Interesting. Against gold. Wow. Okay. Against gold. So this thing is actually fire a sell signal. A fire a sell signal here. Yes, fire a sell signal. Testing the MA100, MA55, MA100 here. I am bullish here. The trend is your friend, and this is the area to buy. To buy gold, maybe? To buy gold, maybe, right? Let me see here. I need to study this chart, because it's the first time I see this. I didn't know we have Bitcoin gold. I think I need to study this chart. I need to see the correlation. Let me see if, because I started trading Bitcoin long time ago, so I memorize even the prices and the times and everything. Let me see here. The crash of 2018. Yep. Coronavirus crash. Okay. Interesting. There is a very strong correlation. Yeah, we have a buy signal in March 2023 here, and after that we got this bounce here. Okay. We have here a better divergence. Let me see. Interesting. Let me see. No, we don't have a better surveillance here. No, there is no, but sell signal in August. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna study this chart, but it's actually looking interesting here. What I can tell you right now here, historically speaking, every time when this chart, the price is testing this area, like between MA55 and MA100, is the buy opportunity here. Okay, that's all. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so now let's continue. Okay, now let's continue here for Bitcoin in 1 hour chart, because actually, as I said before, I am looking for a small bounce this weekend, right? This weekend I'm looking for a bounce. Potentially this could be a very strong support, yes, but if you're more conservative, you have to wait for 1 day chart. There is no entry, there is no volume, there is nothing to actually say this thing is gonna bounce from here. Like, what I'm trying to say, like, is a swing long position. There is no evidence about it right now. Okay, in short term, of course, we can see another test to maybe to the MA55 this weekend, right? Potentially something like this, right? Something like this. But please remember, Bitcoin is testing a key support right now here. A key support right now here, where is actually the MA100, okay? So MA100, historically speaking, every time when we have the MA100 tested, we can expect a bounce. We can expect a bounce. You see? That's why I use it as my secondary support, okay? Yeah, because it's actually, if you are looking just for one MA100 all the time, you will have to wait maybe years. For example, right now, Bitcoin, last time when Bitcoin tested the MA100 was in 2023, right? That's why I don't like it. I use it as a secondary support, okay, or resistance. It depends on the trend, okay? So, if you want to learn about the execution of my trades, please go to my website. There is a new section. Because I know some of you just joined. You joined actually. Some of you, right? They came here too late, a little bit late. So let me show you here the website. The website is here. This feature is new. This is a public journal. Some of them they will be public, some of them they will be private. It depends. For example, here, let me show you. Here we have this trade. I executed this trade yesterday, 14 hours ago, where you can enter here to this website, and you can see the before and after. The before, my entry, the stop loss, my target, I didn't have target, my leverage, and the full analysis is here. As you can see here, we have this, and also we have the video where actually I was talking about the reasons why I opened this short. Technically speaking, you can read the description and everything, and also you can see the after, what happened after that. Also, exit price, P&L, and also the percentage here, and the exit, the reasons, and also you can watch the video with the conclusion. With the conclusion. As I said before, some of them they will be public. Please go here. You can comment, you can share this one. Actually, it's very useful, especially you're learning my system of trading and you want to learn the full process of my system of trading, right? And also, this is gonna be a premium feature, okay? This is gonna be a premium feature only for private members. Of course, some of them they will be open, they will be public, but I have to be honest with you, many of them they will be private, because this is the most important tool to actually learn, not just my system, about the execution, because you wanna see the process from the beginning to the resolution, right? So actually it's very, very nice. Okay, now let me continue with the technical analysis here. I think that's all, guys. That's all for today. Yep, that's all for today. Yep, okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a very good weekend. I'm gonna publish, as I said before, every day one video, educational video, for the next 3 months. That's the goal. Educational videos. Let's see. Okay, have a good weekend. See you next Monday.